Welcome back to Math with Mel. Today we complete the ACT test. We're working on the last 5 problems on the new enhanced ACT test. If you need the link to all the other videos, feel free to find those in the link below. Let's get started on our last problems. Question number 41. Given that 1 is less than or equal to m is less than or equal to 4, 4 is less than or equal to n is less than or equal to 6, and 8 is less than or equal to p is less than or equal to 10, what is the greatest possible value for m over n times 1 over p? Let's start by multiplying this into one big fraction. If I multiply across on the numerator, I get m, and if I multiply across on the denominator, I get np. To make numbers big, we want to put big numbers on top, and we want to put small numbers in the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace m with its largest value. That's 4. And we want the bottom to be as small as possible, so I'm going to pick the smallest number on this spectrum. That's 4. And the smallest number that I can choose for p is 8. This allows me to get the greatest possible value, putting the largest number on top, putting the smallest numbers on the bottom. If I simplify this, I get 4 over 32. Simplifying one more time because both of these are divisible by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 32 divided by 4 is 8. So this one's option choice D, 1/8. Question number 42. Which of the following data sets has the largest standard deviation? Don't know anything about standard deviation? Well, Desmos does. Let me go there so I can show you the shortcut. Desmos has a shortcut for standard deviation. It's STDEV. Now, how are you going to remember that on test day? If you don't remember that, you can come to the keyboard shortcut right here and click on Functions. And if we go down to Statistics, it's right here, STDEV, Standard Deviation Shortcut. All right, so let's go back here. Let's type in our choices. Option A said 0, 0, 10, 10. All right, let's compare that to answer choice B, STDEV, 0, 1, 9, 10. Okay, that one was smaller, so A's still winning. 2, 3, 5, 7. Ooh, that's even smaller. A is still winning. Let's check the last one. 5, 5, 5, 5. Well, that's 0. So it's got to be answer choice A, the standard deviation of 0, 0, 10, and 10. Question number 43. Michael has a cylindrical fish tank shown that has an inside diameter of 18 inches. When he put colored gravel in his fish tank, the water level of the tank rose 2 inches. What is the volume of the gravel in cubic inches? Well, we need the formula for a volume of a cylinder for this part right here, which is the gravel. That formula is going to be pi times the radius squared times the height. All we need to do is fill in the missing pieces. We have pi times, my radius is half of 18, so that's going to be 9. I'm going to square it, and the height of the gravel was given. It's 2 inches. All I need to do now is simplify this. Pi times 9 squared is 81 times 2. So simplifying it even further, I have pi times these two numbers multiplied together is 162. I can flip around that multiplication to get answer choice C, 162 times pi. Question number 44. The table gives values of f of x, g of x, and h of x for all positive integers where x is less than or equal to 5. Given h of f of g of a is equal to 1, where a is a positive integer less than or equal to 5, what is the value of a? So you're going to pick one of these x values to start with and just try it out. When working with composition of functions, you start at the middle. So I'm going to pick this number right here. I'm just going to pick the last number 5 to start. And I'm going to do g of 5. Now, what is g of 5? Well, it looks like I get 1. So I put 5 in. The g is 1. Now, I'm going to do f of that value, which is 1. So I come here. I plug in 1. It looks like my value there is 2. And now I'm doing h of 2. So I'm going to find 2 And what's the H value? It's 1. And that's what I wanted to get here. So this one is option choice D for 5. Question number 45, the last question. Each time coin C is tossed, it lands face up or face down. The probability of landing face up is 3 times the probability of landing face down. In a certain game, the player wins $1 when coin C lands face up, and the player wins $2 when coin C lands face down. To the nearest cent, what is the expected value of each toss of coin C in this game? We are told that face up happens 3 times as often as face down. So you can think of 4 total tosses like this. 3 would land face up, so I'm going to use UP for up, and 1 would end down. So their probabilities out of 4 total tosses would be 3/4 and 1/4. Let's look at the money you could win. So you win $1 when it lands face up, and you win $2 when it ends face down. So I'm going to do 3/4 times $1, and then I'm going to do 1/4 times $2. So this is equivalent to 75 cents, and this is equivalent to 50 cents. So if I add those 2 things together, that's going to get me my expected value, and that's $1.25, which is option A. I am so proud of you. Way to get through all 45 questions on the new enhanced ACT practice test. Remember to pace yourself, remember to use Desmos when you can, and remember, no matter what score you get, your score does not define you as a person. All right, that's a wrap. We'll see you on the next video.